Greetings and welcome to Mega Man Battle Network 3 Extra, because today we're doing both the blue and white version. I'm just doing some cleanup for stuff that we didn't finish last time. Last part should have been the last part had I not forgotten a certain something, and yeah, I decided to change the border for this one episode just to highlight that it's special. So, turns out, and I mentioned this already in the last part of white version, turns out that I can actually fight Mistman Omega in blue version, and I can fight Ballman Omega in white version, and that means I can unlock the 6th star, and the 7th star is now worth it to unlock. So actually, let's get that one first. Let's get the one for the program advances. But before I do that, let me actually show you what I needed to farm off screen for the program advances. I already did all of them off screen except for one, which was the Zeta Yo-Yo 3. That was the only one that I didn't already have the chips I needed for it. For Zeta Yo-Yo 3, in blue version I had M and O code, I did not have an N. And for white version, I had an M and an N, but I was missing an O. And I believe I just got those through the chip trader, because there's only one place that you can farm the Yo-Yo 3 chip, which is in Secret Area 1. So, without further ado, here's a summary of how I went about getting those missing chips. So, of course, I adjusted my Navi customizer, because the Yart, which drops the Yo-Yo 3, you need busting levels 7 through S, depending on which code you want. But yeah, they only exist in Secret Area 1, and there are only 2 encounters there that include them. One with a Metrodo, and the other one with a Vacuum Fan and a Sortie 3. So your options are Oil Body or Fish to increase your chance of getting the encounter. I chose to go the Fish route because there are only 3 encounters in Secret Area 1 that involve Aqua Viruses, so I went for a higher chance of getting the encounter sooner. It does have a downside. If you don't know your RNG manipulation, the downside of going the Fish route is that, sure, you're more likely to get the encounter sooner, but there are 3 viruses, and that, you know, adds to the pool of potential chips you could get. It crowds out the Yo-Yo 3. You might get a Fan or an Aqua Sword instead, and you might have to retry more times. If you don't know how to play around with the RNG to work around that, then you're probably better off using the Oil Body route, even though there are more fire viruses here and it might take longer to get the encounter. But yeah, I did, as you saw there, in white version first, I grabbed the Yo-Yo 3 and O code, then I went over to blue version, and as luck would have it, I got an Aqua Sword. Just proof of concept there. But I know how to do RNG manipulation, so same locked encounter, same starting chips, same everything. The only thing I did was I added 2 more Buster Shots compared to the previous battle you just saw, and that helped nudge the RNG in my favor. So if you know how to do the step count manipulation, I've demonstrated it a few times already. If you know how to do that, and you know how to do folder manipulation, and you know how to lock the encounter that you want, then you should be able to just repeat the same battle over and over again. Just change the number of Buster Shots you fire, or the number of hits you take if you don't need an S rank. Or if you have Super Armor on, I guess, because with Super Armor hits don't matter, but I did not have Super Armor with this build. So, yeah, that was a concern. But yeah, I think it's the same build I have over here. And as you saw there, I have the Elec custom style in blue version now because, yeah, I farmed. I farmed and I got the Heat team style, but not before I got another copy of... Wait. Was it not? Oh, yes it was. Yeah, so I have 2 copies of Custom 1 now in blue. Yeah, that's something you might have noticed. I now have a 3rd Custom 1, so yes, you can actually, if you want more copies of Custom 1, especially if you want the yellow one, which can be used with any style, you can just restart the custom style and level it up, which is amazing. I guess this would be most useful for custom style and team style, because those are the ones that actually drop programs that you might want to use universally if you want to get more of these mega folder ones. You could do that with team style, but I don't see why you would need more than 1 block, shield, and reflect. I don't see why you would need multiple shadow shoes and float shoes and whatnot. So it really is just the custom style and the team style. I can't think of any other style that you would want to refarm programs with, unless you want to. I think there's program trading in this game if you wanted to trade them off with your friends without losing your copies. So if you wanted to do because in blue version you can get the shadow style, right? You can get the shadow shoes and the float shoes. If you wanted to trade those to a friend with white version, you could give those to them without losing yours, because you could just refarm your own copies. Oh, and the anti-damage. So yeah, I guess that's one other style that you would want to refarm. So the custom style, the team style, and the version exclusive style. Shadow style if you're in blue version, or ground style if you are in white version. Those would be the ones worth refarming. And I suppose if you just want to help out a friend who can't be bothered to do all the farming for the other styles, you could do that as well. You could just farm any other style. But yeah, I'm actually going to keep this Navicust. So yeah, I got Heat team style and immediately farmed back up to get a new custom style, and it's Elec custom, so wood custom is gone. But more importantly, I got it. I got Dad's team style mail. I know we showed it off before the previous part, but I figured just for the sake of satisfying my inner completionist, we now have all of the style mail. I know I already read this before, so I'm not going to read it again. And yeah, so do I currently have... No, here it is. I'm going to use this folder. This folder has the last program advance that we want to do, which is with the Yo-Yo 3s. And then the rest of the folder is just my, what do you call it? My armor computer farming folder, which is where I got my 4,000 bug frags from. I'm gonna do something off screen. It'll show up in the review. I want to see just what is the upper limit for bug frags. If it's more than 9,999, I'm probably gonna stop, but maybe not. Maybe I will go all the way. Anyway, let's go ahead and mess around with these guys a little bit. Let's metagel that Sortie 2, and yeah, let's just toss all this out. Okay, that should be good for now. Toss all of that out. I don't have my air shoes. Okay, 2 of our yo-yos are out. Good, good. Alright, we have it. M, N, and O. Zeta Yo-Yo 3. It's not that impressive. You just yo-yo multiple times. One interesting thing, though, that I noticed with Zeta Yo-Yo is when I did it for, I think it was for Zeta Yo-Yo 2, an interesting thing I noticed is if you plant a rock cube in front of you, but not like the first panel in front of you, like 2 or more panels ahead of you, and you fire off the Zeta Yo-Yo, because the rock cube destroys it, you can actually like have an opponent between you and the rock cube, and when the Zeta Yo-Yo gets destroyed from colliding with the rock cube, you can just fire off your next yo-yo immediately, so you can kind of turn it into this button mashing thing until the rock cube gets destroyed, of course. I'm assuming that it would have a similar interaction with the rook, except the rook wouldn't get destroyed, so yeah, that might actually be some sort of hidden tactic. That might be some sort of useful tactic against certain enemies. I don't know which enemy I would even try to use it on, but it's worth considering. I might experiment with it off screen maybe while preparing for the review if I discover something interesting or funny about it. But yeah, did I save? Let's save again for good measure, and let's reload the file, and we should now have a 6th star. Oh yes, the orange star for getting all the program advances done. And you don't have to actually use the program advance, is what I noticed. You just have to, you know, pick the chips. You don't have to actually activate it in battle. Once you've picked the chips, you can just wait until your next turn without doing anything. But yeah, there's that. Now let's fix our Navicust. We don't need these anymore. Let's go back to Bug Stop and Hub Batch, and let's fill the rest with Charge Plus Ones. And why not? Let's add a speed. And that should do it. Alright, Mist Man, here we come. Let's see, what is my... Did I equip the... No. Okay, equip this folder. And let's see, was there anything I needed to change here? No, I think I'm satisfied with this. Yeah, so I made a B folder in white version that worked out really well, and decided to do a similar folder over here in blue version. Okay. Mistman, let's see what you've got for us. Oh, wait, need this. Yeah, sure. Just for the sake of tossing it out. Uh-oh. Yeah, not the best hand here. Let's expand. Okay, can we annihilate the totem first? I think we can. Yeah, 160 times 2, that's 300. Let's see. Yeah, I just want to plant it one space up. Let's do a metagel just to prevent that thing's area grab effect. And yeah, we should be able to work with this. Alright. Get wrecked. Let's do this. If I can eliminate one of them, at least I'll have a safe spot then. And before it heals... Oh, no you don't. Those two are just gonna heal themselves. Yeah. No problem. Let's see, 120 times 2 would be 240. Yeah, if I just zap them both one more time, this should work just fine. They're not going to heal when they're still over 2/3 of their health. This should do it. Perfect. Alright, Mistman Omega. Shouldn't be too hard to just chain stun him with the, what do you call it? The sensor. Let's do Magnum first, then Metagel, then Ice Stage. Just wait for the Magnum. Perfect. Oh, should have done Ice Stage before Metagel. I forgot about the hole. Yeah, let's use them. Getting extra space to move around in is good for when he tries to do that one move. Yeah, the Poison Mist move, there it is. Ah. When your Zap Ring works against you. Oh? I suppose we can go for it, sure. Shadow should protect me for a bit. Oh, wait. Is it? No, they're not stunned, so I can't just step cross immediately. But Shadow should keep me safe long enough to get an opportunity. There. First try. And there's our Mistman V5 in blue version. So if I save here and reload the file, we should now have a 7th star. There it is, the red star. Alright, so what does 7 stars give us? Well, turns out this unlocks one more thing for us to do. Can you guess what it is? I'm actually going to want to modify my chip folder for this final fight. But let's walk up to it first. Alright, point of no return. Let's see, so what I want to change here is that I would like to include a rook. A rook will probably serve me better than a shadow here. Or, you know what? Let's remove a meta gel because we can't really grab much area in this fight. So yeah, let's sort alphabetically and grab a rook. And I'm actually going to make that my regular. Oh, actually, let's grab multiple rooks. Yeah. Okay, so if we go here, we can just skip all this. It should all be the same dialogue. After you defeat all the Omega Navis, apparently, there's a stronger version of the final boss for us to fight. Yeah, that all looks like the same dialogue. Okay, we have to fight Base again, but he's not really the main threat. I'll save the plus 30 for when and if I get a... what do you call it? An ice stage. Okay, rook, and then sensor behind it, and shadow to keep me safe. I'm liking this. Oh, wait. No. I used it in the wrong place. Yeah, let's just go for it. Oh, and I can Bubble Man him to death. Better yet. And fold her back in case anything goes wrong. Get bubbled! That sounds dirty for no reason. Alright, skip that. And here we go, Alpha reappears, or actually it says Alpha Omega up there in the corner. And he appears with 3,000 HP, unlike the 2,000 that he had in his normal battle. So, differences. Does he have a different appearance? I think it is a little bit different. I don't remember if those, like, gold edges under his neck and around his core were there before. Those, like, gold... what do you want to call them? Those gold bits on his armor. I don't know if those were there before. But the other changes that I read about, his arms, when he swings them, they now do different things. So his, I believe it's his right arm that goes through you vertically and attacks you. That can now steal panels from you, or turn them into poison panels, or crack them. And his horizontal arm, I'm forgetting what it did. Or maybe the poison and the cracking was actually on the horizontal arm. I don't know. We can always just take a look and see, but one effective way to block his arms is just with a rook. So that's what I'm going to use here. Rooks don't last forever, of course, so don't get too comfortable. Put it here, and that will permanently get rid of... what did I do? That will permanently get rid of the problem with his vertical arm. Yeah, I can't steal any panels from him. That's why I removed Metagel. Fortunately, we can put Sensor over here. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's expand the hand. We've got folder back. We can get away with it. Oh, and that destroyed my... I don't have healing in this folder. That might have been a mistake. Oh, there's Ice Stage. Yeah, let's grab a Rook. And why not? Folder back again. There we go. Oh, and the arm turned gold over there. Ah. Well, we got to kind of see some of his new moves. Okay, let's try that again. We didn't have the best of luck with our draws back there. Oh wait, other way around. Yeah, let's plant man him. This time we'll use it when he's actually in front of my sensor. Alright, it's over. Almost the exact same delete time as before. Well, I don't remember how many milliseconds it was, but it was, I think it was 19 seconds. Okay, let's try this again. I would have loved to have had the time to farm for the Guts style, because the Guts style shreds through, you know, the gelatin protecting his core. I would have loved to show that off, but I guess I'll save it for the review. Actually, why would I show the final boss in the review? Yeah, you can find footage on YouTube of people fighting Alpha with the Guts style to see how that looks, but it goes down about the way you would imagine, you know, with the Guts machine gun and all that. Okay, I'm gonna plant a rook here, and just throw this out. Yeah, I know you don't do anything. And I wasted it again because I forgot to wear down the core first. I need practice dodging those moves. It's just a matter of getting the timing down. Oh, and we have a program advance ready to go, so it was Slasher, Cussed Sword, Variable Sword, Proto-Man. Alright, that should help. And my sensor is blocking the... Really? Okay, there it is. It's his horizontal arm. I saw it cracking my panels there. I can block the horizontal arm in pretty much the same way that I can block Desert Man's lion heads. Literally just put anything there. It doesn't even have to be a rook, and that's enough to block the horizontal arm. So, I guess my sensors... But really what I need to get better with is just dodging that arm attack, because I'm not even trying most of the time, I'm just kind of tanking it. And my health doesn't last long enough for that. This works. There's half his health right there. Done. That was even faster than before. At least the base fight isn't harder. That's one saving grace here. No. I am going to actually just open up slots here. We have folder back, we can afford to sacrifice stuff. Oh, and we can actually do a program advance. I'll hold off on that. Plant the rook in that one corner so that I don't get my panels stolen, and shadow up. Ice stage and step cross. Sure, why not? Let's also step sword. Oh no, you don't. Okay, now we can hit him with... let's use our weaker proto-man. Let's go cust variable proto. Okay, this should do it. Gotta activate it fast before his core recovers. Oh, and that pierces my shadow. Well, that's no fun. I guess I can summon another rook. No, I think I'll just go with these and throw out the meta gel. Okay, we've got another rook to use. And another Proto-Man program advance. Or we could go Plant Man. Decisions, decisions. Let's go the Proto-Man route, because he's almost dead. Cust variable Proto-Man. And it's done. At least as far as blue version is concerned. Now we have to do all that again for white version. Same cutscenes, same all that. We can just skip all this. We've seen it all before. I think we can't skip the end credits. But the rest we can definitely skip through because we've seen it all before. Yeah, this can't be skipped. Which is fine because we don't really get to hear this version of the theme song outside of just this end credit sequence. But yeah, so doing this fight with Alpha Omega gives us one more Giga Chip. which depends on which version you have. So for blue version, I think we get the Alpha Arm Omega, and once we open the save file, it'll just be in our pack. And then Alpha Arm Omega, I think it was his, like, electric attack when he brings out a spike and does this electric wave attack thing. It's either that or the one where he launches a rocket and blows up your back 2 rows. You get one of those moves in blue version, you get the other one in white version. I don't remember which is which. But I guess we'll get to show it off. I'm not sure what else to say over here. Don't really have any additional commentary other than, I guess, I'm glad I took a second look to make sure that, you know, there was actually more to do. Just double checking, because I assumed I was at the end of the road and that I had to trade in order to get Mistman V5, but fortunately that wasn't the case. I was able to get all the way to the end here. I don't know if I'm gonna do that again for Battle Network 4, if there's anything in the post-game that requires trading with the opposite version. I don't know. The experience kind of left a poor taste in my mouth. It's just more of, okay, you get all this cool stuff, you get all these cool chips, but what do you even use them for? And I know I already commented on that and how I guess it's gonna be important for the people who play competitively, but even for the competitive players, like, who is going to choose one of those V5 Navi chips over, say, folder back? It's not like you can pick multiple Giga chips. Oh, and I can't skip this either. Well, that's fine, because now we can rewatch this scene with context. Where am I? Am I alive? And that's, the bug beast growling. What do you want? Will you save me? And I don't know how to make roaring sounds. Can I skip this? Nope. I'll just hold B. But yeah, looking at that scene again, now that we know what became of base, I guess it's good that they make you do this, because what if, you know, you do the post-game stuff later and you don't realize it? It's good that you watch that scene play out again, now knowing who the participants in that conversation were. Well, if you can even call it a conversation when one side can only speak in growls. Alright, and if we open this game up... Oh! Congratulations, thank you for your super play. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. That's nice. Confirmation that everything is done. Okay, so now, if we look inside our pack, there it is, Alpha Arm Omega, it's the rocket. You launch a giant rocket, sure, let's put it in there and show it off real quick. And let's check in here. Okay, let's fish for it. I want to destroy that Gloomer first. Plant Man is not the way because that will delete the Minotaurs and I don't want that. Well, actually, maybe I do want to get rid of the Minotaurs. Let's just add. I suppose. Yeah, I'll keep the Gloomer alive, actually, and let's delete the Minotaurs. Or I can just crowd control them. Okay, perfect. Minotaurs deleted. Still waiting on that Alpha Arm. Oh, wait. Let's do this. I don't think he can steal from a Rook. And there it is, Alpha Arm Omega. Prepare to get wrecked unless this gets blocked by my Rook. Okay, there you go. Nuke the back 2 rows. 500 damage. There you go. Again, not satisfying. Maybe if I was bigger on multiplayer, I'd be more interested in this. But again, why would I choose this if I have better Giga Chips? I've got the download chip for base. You can get that from the very beginning of the game in the Legacy Collection. You're just allowed to download it day 1. You've got Folder Back, which is just ridiculously broken. You could pick Kingman or Ballman or Mistman to do their crazy program advance, which can do up to 900 damage. You have so many superior options. I'm not sure where this fits in. I don't know who would willingly choose most of the Giga Chips that we've collected between this extra part and the previous part leading up to it. Most of those V5s, I can't imagine anyone seriously using them. Even in the competitive scene. But that's enough of my rambling. Let's get back our Folder Back, which should be at the bottom. It's kind of one of a kind, so can't exactly merge with other Folder Backs in our pack. Okay, and there's my folder until further notice. Alright, let's hop on over to white version and do all that over again.
Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue. Finished.
Alright.
Couldn't have done it without ya.
And switch to white version.
Take it away, operator.
Looks like just shy of an hour is what that took. Should go by a little bit faster for white version. Let's go ahead and do the same thing, get our final program advance for the Yo-Yo 3s. In this case, I had the P and Q, so needed the O for white version. Did I activate? No, equip it. Okay, now save. And my Navicust should still be Yeah, cust 10. Perfect. Oh, would you look at that, it's the same battle. Alright, that's one of my yo-yos. Oh. Don't want the program advance, that's just gonna... I activated it by accident anyway. Well, how about that? I was trying to avoid it so that we didn't have to sit through that whole, you know, program advance sequence. Alright, O, P, and Q. And again, I don't have to use it. In fact, I won't use it here just to prove my point. I don't think I even have to win the battle. Yeah, let's run. And I'm pretty sure that just puts it in my PA memo now. Yep, there it is. Perfect. I guess I didn't show my PA memo before, and I just saved. Ah. Well, the proof is that I didn't have this orange star when I first opened the game. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it's proven. I didn't fake it or do any sort of deception there. You don't even have to complete the battle. You just have to trigger the program advance. You don't even have to use it, and you don't even have to win the battle. You can just leave after the fact and you're good to go. Did I equip the... Yes, I did. Okay, let's take on Bullman. Oh, wait. I forgot. Navicust. It's a shame that I have the exact same style along with Element for both versions. Makes it, you know, a little bit less varied. But in case I didn't say it before, I was just running out of time. I've got other things to do. Wait, what did I... Oh, that's a speed +1. Oh, well, I have Bug Stop anyway, it shouldn't matter. Well, just for the sake of being able to visually recognize that I have 5 things in there. Alright, there we go. Now, save that, and let's take on Bullman. Shake 2 should take care of things for us. Yes. Stealing panels might not be a bad idea. Okay, yeah, something like that. Alright, main threat eliminated. Definitely need to get rid of the basher first. And I have just the chips for the job. I didn't mean to do that. I could have gone into this fight with full health. Oh well, here's hoping I don't end up needing that. Just need to pull a Proto Man and then we're good. Oh, you just had to move there. I think I activated that too soon. He's still invincible. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I hate to do it, but let's add these. Plant Man, Ice Stage, and then, yeah, Navi Recycle. And hold still, and hopefully I pull another one of my sensors. Yep. Who needs Proto Man when you can do this? Alright, first try. And now we should have our 7th star. There we go. And this folder already has rooks in it, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, we'll put one as our regular, and let's go take on Alpha. Oh, and I did do some research on the last 2 Giga chips. So you get the Delta Ray in blue version as just a random chance, a 1 in 32 chance of it dropping if you net battle an opponent, if you net battle another player, and I think you need to S rank it, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, there's a 1 in 32 chance of getting the Delta Ray if you do blue version, which is Proto Man's triangular attack thing that you've seen him do against me a number of times. I don't know if he ever did it like to completion where the triangle showed. I think he always deleted me before he could finish hitting all 3 points when I was fighting his Omega version last time, but I don't remember. Again, you can always just look for footage of it on YouTube if I don't have it in my playthrough. So that's the chip that you can get in blue version. Again, random chance, and you have to fight under the settings where the loser loses a chip to the winner, which I've already made my comments about how I think that's not good, not a fun way to do competitive play. The Giga chip that you get in white version under those same circumstances, again, a 1 in 32 chance if you do a real fight against a friend and win. Then the chip that you could get is called Balance, which I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it makes your HP and the opponent's HP the same. So if you, for example, use the undershirt and you take damage on purpose and bring your HP down to 1, and then you use it, then your opponent's HP would be set to 1, and then you use like a recover 300 and congratulations, you win, unless your opponent has an anti-recover, in which case they win. So yeah, some fun stuff that you could potentially do with that chip. That one, I guess, would be worth it. I don't know how powerful the Delta Ray is. I would hope it's similar in its potential, but I'm not going to farm those chips to find out. I'm drawing a line here. Wait, did I set my Rook to regular? Yes, I did. Perfect. That's all we need. And a little bit of luck. Yeah, sure, why not? Wait, what did I do? No! I thought my Metagel was next. Oh, that's a wasted turn. That's a Bubble Man and a Navi Recycle. That'll be fun to play around with. Yeah. Toss those out. I would have added, but I think doubling the damage on my sensor is more important here. Well, how about that? He successfully landed a hit. It's over. Still an S rank anyway. And we should be healed up to max, yeah. We're back to 100 health. Alright. I don't have the sensor. Not the best way to open, but we'll live with it. And I don't have folder back here, so I really have to be careful with my choices. I want to throw this out because it's not going to help us at all. I don't think Holy Panel is going to be that helpful to us either. Okay, I just need to dodge up and down. Can't help him, but it probably wouldn't be helping me much either. There's my second rook. Yeah, let's toss that out. Okay, there's something promising. Do I dare? Nah, let's wait for the slasher to come out. And there's the slasher. And did I lose my rook? No, we're good. My Magnum got rid of the ice panel. Oh, that was a bad move. That was a bad move. Well, that's what Bubble Man is for, I suppose. Toss those out. I can use the Shake 2 once my sensor dies. Oh, actually. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, and that's my rook dead. That's a Proto-Man. Life Aura can block one hit for me. I think I'm gonna go for it, actually. And then next turn I can do a sensor plus 30. If I don't get my Bubble Man. At this point, might as well. That should be the finisher. My sensor blocked it. Of course. Oh. Wait, was that double damage? Maybe the Magnum didn't destroy the ice panel under him after all. I'm gonna have to review the footage and do the math on that one because I feel like he had more HP there. At least enough to survive that pulse. I wasn't expecting that pulse to kill him. I keep getting stuck on that one pixel. It's amazing that it happened 3 times. But yeah, fortunately, it only took one try in white version. That's what happens when you kind of know what you're doing. Emphasis on kind of. Now, what else was there to comment on? Oh, right, for the Delta Ray and the Balance Giga Chips. So one more thing I forgot to mention. In order for it to even have a chance of dropping, both players participating in the battle, not only do they have to be doing the battle that gives the winner a chip from the loser, but they also have to both have the, I forget what color star it was, but the star you need in order to access the first Serenade fight. You need to have all of the standard chip library complete, all 200 of the standard chips. I believe that's when it can start dropping. But if either player doesn't have a complete standard library, then no, you're out of luck. It just won't happen no matter how many times you try. But yeah, at this point I've got all 7 stars, I'm good. So if I ever did want to try farming for them, I don't know why anybody would subject themselves to that. What would the chance being 1 in 32? But if I ever did want to start farming for them, I could definitely do that. I think that's everything. I've already commented on how it's lamentable and regrettable that we didn't get to show off the alpha fight with a gut style. Well, I mean, even with a gut style, I guess I would have to build a different Navi cust, because to get the most mileage out of the gut style at this point, you'd actually have to abandon the hub batch, or maybe you could tolerate it but sacrifice the bug stop or the fast gauge. You'd have to sacrifice something from the Navicust setup that I currently have in order to fit in your attack plus programs, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, adding 1000 HP to Alpha, I don't think it makes him that much harder, especially with the Rook hack. Like, it's really just the new abilities that his arms have. The abilities to steal panels and crack or poison them that could give you trouble if you don't know to just put a Rook in that one specific corner to block his vertical hand from stealing your panels. But yeah, apart from that, it shouldn't be a significantly harder fight. It should just be a longer lasting fight. And again, probably I would have had less concerns about surviving it if I had some healing chips in my folder. And there's another thank you for that. And if we open our pack, we've got the Alpha Arm Sigma, which is a 3-stage electric attack. You know what it means when the attack power is low. It's a multi-hitting attack. Let's put it in place of our Navi Recycle and see what it does. Gotta love how both of them are in V-code, which is compatible with practically nothing. Well, at least it's not the exact same fight. I wish I could. Oh, how I wish I could. Do I have... Oh, here's what I... Oh, that's not Proto Man. Man... Eliminate the Meteor. I can hit the Mega Bunny with a variable sword. Let's plant the Rook first. Yeah, let's do that. And just pull those out of the rotation. Ah, no, you ruined my Rook. There, that's one variable sword combo. Throw all of that out. It's going to do a panel grab, isn't it? Can I meta gel before that? I hope so. Yeah, just toss all of it out. Oh, put a Rook on there. Metagel. And Rook. Oh. There we go. And there it is. Alpha Arm Sigma. Well, if it counted as an electric attack, it would have had the electric element symbol on it, so yeah, we can't modify it with something like that, but here it is. Oh, and he just gets summoned to the middle of my field regardless. And there you go. So multi-hitting and AoE, I don't know what the total damage on that would be, but I guess we'd have to test it on something with a lot of HP, like Alpha. But there you go. Now, for real, we are done with Battle Network 3. As I mentioned before, don't expect me to do this again for Battle Network 4, especially if it requires, you know, trading with friends. I mean, I'm sure that Manzai Man wouldn't mind helping again with that, but I just feel like, I don't know, it feels really scummy to me the way they did this double version thing. I mean, to be fair, they were still, even in Battle Network 2, there was stuff locked behind multiplayer. There were secret chips locked behind multiplayer, and that gets you another star once you collect all of them and lets you unlock a hard mode there. But that was like a general hard mode for the whole game, where even the viruses became harder. And that was, you know, that was your reward for doing all that stuff. Your reward was, if you wanted the extra challenge, you could get it. And if you didn't want it, you could safely ignore it, which I did. And it was fine. But here, it's the Pokemon strategy. It's the same way how the Pokemon games always release in 2 versions, and you can't collect all of them in one version alone. You have to trade between the 2 versions, and what most people do is they'll buy 1 copy of each and trade with themselves. Some will do it with friends, but a lot of people are just going to want to experience both sides, because it's not just different collectibles, it's also the story is slightly different. At least when I played Pokemon, for me, I played Pokemon Sapphire. It was my first and only Pokemon game. And, you know, in Pokemon Sapphire, you're up against Team Aqua. You never learn anything about the opposing Team Magma. That is something you get in Pokemon Ruby, and I would have preferred something closer to what they did for Pokemon Emerald, which was kind of a fusion of the two. So yeah, I'm really not all for it. And again, the Giga Chips, I don't think they're all that worth it. I think once you know the ones that you actually want, thankfully those, at least the ones that I actually like, are the ones that are obtainable, you know, on your own. Like the only Giga Chip that I would have... the only Giga Chip that I would have wanted from the previous part, from all this Omega Navi business, would probably be the Kingman V5 or the Bullman or Mistman V5, as mentioned earlier, for that one program advance. But if I can get to that point in the game without that program advance, then is it really worth it? I mean, that's 900 damage in 3 chips versus you can just get this. You can get base GS, which I apparently didn't download. Really? I could have sworn I downloaded both of those chips at the end last time. Huh. But yeah, you've got 700 attack in a single chip versus 900 attack across 3 chips. Which do you think is better? It's just simple math. I guess I didn't save when I downloaded those 2 chips. Well, now we will. So yeah, where was I? I lost my train of thought again. But yeah, it just doesn't seem to be worth it, and I don't remember Battle Network 4 very fondly. I know I've said this before a number of times, but I just don't have very good memories with Battle Network 4. I will go into it with an open mind, and I mean, I can already see some of the good things that I can say about it, is that at the very least, if nothing else, it did advance, you know, the franchise. It did significantly change the battle system for the better overall. It gets rid of style changes, but it replaces them with something else, and I wish there was a way where you could have kept the style changes. I don't think the replacement is a terrible thing at all. It actually adds more variety. I just feel like they could have kept the style changes in some way, but I'll comment on that when we actually get to Battle Network 4. My point being that if Battle Network 4 ends up being as bad as the impression that is left in my mind currently, don't expect me to do all the post-game stuff. I will probably just stop at whatever point I find is satisfying. I did it before with Battle Network 2. I almost did it over here with Battle Network 3 until I realized that all the stuff we did here today was within reach. So, yeah, if you were looking for 100% completion promises, this is not the place for them. I will get as far as I reasonably can, and once I'm satisfied, that is where I will stop. That is basically all I want to say there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble, and hope you had fun watching those last few intense fights. Well, I don't know how intense they felt. I probably could have made them seem more intense if I played with different chips and different styles, but either way, I hope you enjoyed what you did get to see with this journey, but this is the end for Battle Network 3. The only way you'll see me doing Battle Network 3 again is probably once I release my Battle Network 3 review, which hopefully will get done sometime before the end of September, because I really need to make time to start a new Office Hours series on my main YouTube channel. I'm sure there are some people waiting to see which course I will be doing next. Pretty sure it's going to be AP Physics 2, but that's not set in stone either. I still need to work out lesson plans and whatnot. But yeah, now I'm just rambling. I'll just wrap it up here. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.